What is good, everyone? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Remember, of course, to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, put down all so you get notified of all the latest content as and when we drop it. So, first video in a little while now. And some good news has come out regarding the heavyweight undisputed fight. This is something that, I felt a large degree of skepticism towards it. And that's Tyson Fury versus Oleksander Usyk. It was one of those fights where I felt quite skeptical. There was a lot of people going around saying, yeah, this is going to happen next after the Chisora fight. But what made me think perhaps not is that straight after the Fury versus Chisora fight, Fury was saying he had to get surgery on his shoulder, he had to go away, he had to do this, he had to do that. So, he was coming out with, saying that he's injured and he needs surgery. So, in my mind, I was thinking, well, if that's the case, then he was probably injured going into the Derek Chisora fight. And for him now to have surgery, that means that this whole idea that was going on beforehand of him fighting Usyk in March in the first quarter of next year, 2023, was very far-fetched. But it seems, according to reps of both teams, Frank Warren, I saw him on Talk Sport. He had an interview, was on the phone, and he was very positive. He said, look, this is going to happen next. Both sides are quite happy. Bob Arum, myself, K2, which is who deals with Usyk, and Igis Klimas. Both of all these guys are happy. They're working together. So Frank Warren, obviously speaking on behalf of Tyson Fury, was saying, yeah, for us, this is a done deal. That we're going to get it on in March next year. So yeah, good sign from them. And the good news is that we also heard from. I watched the Seconds Out interview just a few minutes ago, where Igis Klimas, who manages Oleksander Usyk, was interviewed, and he was the same way about it. He was saying, yeah, this is something that we all sort of agree on, that this has got to happen. He only mentioned that the only sticking point that they don't know yet is the venue. That's the one thing where they're not sure where they're going to actually stage the fight. So there was talk, even going back to the Warren interview about the Middle East. He was saying that, yeah, the Middle East will be a good venue. They'd be quite happy to go over there. Pretty much the same with Klimas as well. Klimas was saying, yeah, this looks to be Middle East, but it could also be in the UK. So as far as both teams are concerned, Frank Warren representing Fury, he said, yeah, we've agreed we're going to have this fight next. And also Usyk's team, Igis Klimas, said, yeah, this is going to happen next. So very, very good signs for us as boxing fans now. And this is a brilliant fight for me as a fan because, as I say, while I would be happy with some other fights, in between this, this is the one really in the heavyweight division that does actually need to happen. There's other interesting fights out there involving perhaps Fury and Joyce and some of the other guys out there. But at the end of the day, this is, if you're a real boxing fan, this is the priority because this will now sort of settle all arguments about who is the best. There's many out there saying Tyson Fury, he can't be beaten in this era. There's no one that can touch him. He is the best, But there's another man out there who's also undefeated, who was undisputed at cruiserweight, and who happens to own most of the belts. He owns, I think, 3 of the belts, and it's a 4-belt era. So that other man is there, and he also, called Oleksander Usyk, he also has a claim to be the best. He could also go around saying, yo, I'm the best too. At the end of the day, I've got a majority of the belts. You've only got 1 belt. You ain't beating me. So at the end of the day, there's 2 guys out there who can claim to be the best, regardless of what the diehard Fury fans think or the diehard Usyk fans think. Both of them hold belts in the division, and they haven't beaten each other. They haven't fought each other yet. So this is that fight that all boxing fans, in my view, should want. Because one thing we all say is that there's too many belts in boxing, there's too much politics, and too many times we get divisions where the best don't fight the best. So, if all this is true, if all this happens, both teams are positive and saying, look, this is next. If that is the case, then I'm very, very happy as a boxing fan. This is the sort of fight that makes the sport brilliant. This is the sort of fights that make the sport great and make people pay attention to it. And I, for one, cannot wait for this to happen. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think this fight will happen? And who have you got in this fight? Do you have Oleksander Usyk? Do you believe he can beat Fury? Or are you siding with Tyson Fury? I think most people will go with Fury. I think you'd have to make him a favorite going into this fight, but Usyk is a very tricky southpaw, very slick boxer, and he's on another level skills-wise. So this would be a very tough fight for Tyson Fury, though you'd probably have to make him a favorite. But let me know what you think about this and what you think about these undisputed negotiations. And March 4th, 2023. That's what we're looking at. So I'm over the moon about it. Cannot wait for it. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism over and out.